Hi guys, welcome to Movies City Recap channel. On an island where a family of otters discovers a robot, known as Roz, washed up against the rocks. Roz was designed to assist her users with various tasks. As a wave crashes against her, she climbs the rocks and observes a crab demonstrating its adaptability and survival skills. Eager to assist the forest animals, Roz inadvertently frightens or angers them due to misunderstandings. Determined to connect, she programs herself to learn their language, a process that takes a few days before they can communicate effectively. The animals initially refer to her as the monster. Although they attempt to destroy her, they flee in fear when they see her ability to repair herself after being knocked down. With no other options, Roz attempts to activate a beacon within her to signal her creators, Universal Dynamics, for rescue. However, she is struck by lightning and then besieged by greedy raccoons. Using her hand, Roz manages to fend them off and reassemble herself. In the chaos, one raccoon steals her beacon, prompting Roz to chase it, only to disturb a bear named Thorn. After Thorn slashes her, Roz tumbles down a hill and crashes into a tree, inadvertently destroying a goose nest. To her horror, Roz discovers she has accidentally killed the mother goose, and all but one of her eggs. She takes the remaining egg with her, hoping to study it, but a fox named Fink snatches it away. Roz pursues him and retrieves the egg after Fink lands on a porcupine. She removes the quills from Fink and then witnesses the egg hatching, revealing a small gosling that imprints on her. Thinking her task is complete, Roz tries to leave the gosling behind, but he persistently follows her, even breaking her beacon in the process. Soon, she encounters a possum named Pinktail and her 7 children. Recognizing Roz as harmless, Pinktail explains that the gosling sees her as his mother. Although Roz doubts her programming includes motherhood, she decides to embrace this new role after Pinktail describes what raising the gosling entails. Fink offers to help Roz care for the gosling, primarily in exchange for free food. Roz names the gosling Brightbill and teaches him to call her Roz, as he struggles with her full name. Spotting a beaver named Paddler, Roz learns how to construct a home spacious enough for herself, Brightbill, and Fink. When Brightbill has trouble sleeping, Fink spins a tale that portrays Roz as a hero who came to Brightbill's aid when he was feeling down. As time flows, Roz's programming evolves, and her speech gradually becomes more natural. Brightbill grows older and is still mastering swimming when Roz encourages him to learn to fly. The other geese look down on him because he mimics Roz and is smaller than the rest. They also reveal to Brightbill that Roz was responsible for the death of his mother and unhatched siblings, leading him to reject her as his mother. Feeling lost, Roz returns to the cave where she washed ashore and discovers the broken, rusted remains of other ROZZUM bots. She manages to reactivate one of them, believing that motherhood has become too overwhelming. The reactivated bot learns about Roz's self-reprogramming and gives her its beacon so she can signal Universal Dynamics for retrieval. Just as Roz prepares to leave, a conversation with Fink inspires her to stay and help Brightbill learn to fly. To assist, she enlists the help of an older goose named Thunderbolt. Roz and Brightbill begin to make significant progress in their flying lessons, but their efforts catch the attention of a goose named Longneck, who leads the flock during migration. He praises Roz for her unique approach to teaching Brightbill, but he warns her that the migration is just a week away and that Brightbill needs to work on his endurance. The day of migration finally arrives. Brightbill successfully joins the other birds in the sky, but Roz is overwhelmed with emotion at the thought of saying goodbye. In a rush, she climbs to higher ground to catch one last glimpse of him. Longneck notices her struggle and ensures they fly close enough for Roz to see Brightbill one final time. Afterward, Roz prepares to activate her beacon to signal Universal Dynamics for rescue, but ultimately decides against it, turning it off and returning to her home in the forest. As the flock migrates, they encounter a severe storm and are forced to seek shelter in the greenhouse of Universal Dynamics HQ. While trying to stay hidden, Brightbill is spotted by other ROZZUM bots, which activate and perceive the birds as an infestation, prompting them to attack. Longneck realizes that Brightbill's familiarity with Roz is crucial for navigating this situation. As armed bots begin firing laser blasts at the flock, Brightbill leads them toward an escape route, but Longneck is fatally shot while bravely protecting them. Roz wakes up in her house to find Fink sleeping beside her, having sought refuge from the harsh snowstorm and frigid temperatures that have made survival difficult for the other animals. Determined to help, Roz ventures out into the cold with Fink to gather all the forest creatures, including Thorn. However, once packed inside her home, the animals grow increasingly antagonistic towards one another. Fink steps in to call for a truce, and Thorn agrees, prompting the others to back down so they can hibernate peacefully. When spring arrives, the animals leave the house, and the migratory birds return. Brightbill joyfully reunites with Fink, but soon joins the other geese in mourning Longneck. As Brightbill searches for Roz, he discovers that she has left the house. Roz walks until a Universal Dynamics ship lands, sending a tentacled robot named Vantra to retrieve her and extract information from her time on the island. Although Roz initially agrees to go, Fink arrives to inform her that Brightbill has returned for her. Roz bolts, prompting Vantra to dispatch armed bots after her. The other animals band together to protect her, overpowering the robots. However, Vantra triggers a self-destruct sequence, igniting the forest. Brightbill leads the geese in a rescue mission. Inside the ship, Vantra prepares to wipe Roz's memories, but when Brightbill nuzzles her and expresses his love, Roz unexpectedly reactivates, powered by a newfound core. She reciprocates Brightbill's affection. As Vantra attempts to subdue them, the geese use the ship's weapons against it, while Roz's hand detaches to activate a magnet that drains Vantra of power. Roz places Brightbill inside her body as they plummet back to the forest, while the other animals redirect river water into the forest to extinguish the fire. Once the smoke clears, the other animals celebrate Roz as a hero. However, she informs them that she will return to Universal Dynamics for their safety, as Vantra warned they would keep coming for her. Fink feels sad, believing he will lose his only friend, but Pinktail, Thorn, and Paddler reassure him that they are his friends too. Roz bids farewell to Brightbill and the others as she waits for another UD ship. Months later, the animals build a new shelter for winter. Fink shares stories about Roz with the younger animals. Meanwhile, Roz is seen working in the greenhouse, using her old ROZZUM name. Brightbill emerges from the crops and she tells him, "But you can call me Roz." He embraces her again. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.